All right. So we have a question here, y equal to x squared plus 5x minus 2. And they're asking the turning point of this parabola is one of these. Which one? What is turning point of a parabola? So if you have a parabola like this, basically turning point is the vertex, right? It's start turning. So I want to find the vertex. So one of the things is what? To find axis of symmetry. That's axis of symmetry. You want to know what x is? X equal to negative b over 2a. Axis of symmetry. So see, it has x value. What is this x value? And then we want to know what is the y value as well. So whenever we got the x value of this vertex, we're going to plug this into the equation, do this x's instead of x's, then we're going to find the y value. That's going to be axis of symmetry, the x and y values. Or second method is what? Or we use perfect square method to convert this into perfect square method and then say what is h and what is k. I'll show you that one too, so you can learn both. So let's start. Now, what is axis of symmetry? First thing, x equal to negative b over 2a. That's equal to negative b, which is negative 5 over 2a. A is 1, so 2 times 1 is 2. That's going to be negative 2.5. So if you substitute that into the equation, y is going to be negative 2.5 squared plus 5 times negative 2.5 minus 2. 2.5 squared is going to be 6.25. Negative times negative is going to be positive. 2 times 5 is 10, and 2.5 times 5 is 12.5. But negative times positive is going to be negative 12.5 minus 2. So if we add them, it's going to be what? This is going to be negative 14.5 plus 6.5, 6.25. So subtract. That's going to be 2.25, 0.25, and this is going to be 8. So answer is just negative 8.25. That's a y. That was just arithmetic, right? So it is what? Negative 2.5 and negative 8.25. So there it is. That's the answer. So now if we want to do it the other method, using perfect square method, so I'll go different color here. The equation was y is equal to x squared plus 5x minus 2, right? So one more time, you have the chance here to learn how to do perfect square method. So just write y equal to, I'm just going to write this down, x squared plus 5x. And I need to add and subtract number here and then minus 2. So a number here is going to be added and subtracted. So what is that number that I need to add and subtract? To find this number, here's the trick. You divide this by 2 and then square it. That's square sign on the calculator, right? Divide by 2 and square it. Dividing by 2 and squaring it means going to the second power. So what I'm going to do is 5 divided by 2. I'm just going to leave it as a fraction even. 5 divided by 2 and square it like that. I can write it like that. And subtract that. See, added and subtracted. Now what is this? It's a perfect square. What is that? That's y equal to x plus so that's just x plus, see, 5 over 2, that's same as 25 over 4, right? The square of 25 over 4 is 5 over 2. all that squared. I'm going to combine these and I'm going to put them here. What is that? Negative 25 over 4. So let's go different color here because I'm doing these two, these two. And this is what I do. That's negative 25 over 4 minus 2. And that's going to be, if you make common denominator, it's 4. It's negative, this times 1, this times 1, so you get same thing, 25 over 4. This times 4 to get 4, and to make a common denominator, and times 4 again here. So it's going to be 8. So negative 25 minus 8 is negative 33 over 4. So that's going to be negative 33 over 4. And what is that? That's going to simplify to y is equal to x plus 5 over 2, which is 2.5, right? Let's change to decimal because answers are in decimal form. Plus, and what is this? This is how many? 4 is in 32 8 times, whereas remainder, 1 is remainder because 4 times 8 32, and that's 33. 33 minus 32 is 1. So 1/4. That's same as y equal to x plus 2.5 squared minus 8.25. 1/4 is 0.25. And from here, you know what is h and k. H, if you compare this with x minus h squared plus k, you see that opposite of 2.5, h is equal to negative 2.5. If you don't know why, just set that up equal to 0. There's different ways to do that. X plus 2.5 equal to 0, and then if you subtract 2.5 from both sides, you get x equal to negative 2.5. Some students get it like that, or you can say, oh, x plus 2.5 should be equal to x minus h. So if you subtract x from both sides, see, this cancels. So 2.5 is equal to negative h. What is h? H is equal to divide by negative 1, so right, so negative 2.5. That's how you know. But of course, when it's positive, you just can mentally learn this. If this is positive, it's going to be opposite of 2.5. H is negative 2.5. There it is. And what is k? K is equal to this whole thing, whatever it is, so negative 8.25. So vertex is what? We already got it earlier, right? So it's going to be negative 2.5 and negative 8.25, which we had it earlier. All right, done.